Alright guys, how's it going? Very quick video because I haven't got much time. I'm actually sat waiting for my ride to go to the airport. I'm flying home. So, I want to speak to you very quickly about this article by Lee Ryder, Chief Newcastle United writer at the Chronicle. This is the article if you want to go and read it in full. Newcastle United hand Alexander Isak ultimatum as club take significant step. Right, I've gone over it very quickly just now with Dave, my AI that I've been training since last year to study football articles, the journalists that write them, and the platforms that that they're published on. And we've come up with a few things for you to consider. So the key takeaways in this latest article are as follows. £130 million plus add-ons is now a realistic number being whispered, even if the public stance remains £150 million. Newcastle are already psychologically distancing themselves from Isak, removal from the shop, kit launches, adverts. Howe has essentially admitted that he's lost the player. No serious offer, no transfer is the same as saying, come back with the right number and he's yours. The Villa game will be played without him and there's no hint he'll be reintegrated afterwards, strengthening the idea of a post-August 25th move to Liverpool. So, positives from this article. Now, Dave said, Dunk, this one is basically Lee Ryder turning the volume up on the Isak's on his way out dial. If anything, it's even more positive for Liverpool than the last piece he wrote. Here's why. Positives for Liverpool fans. Confirmation of ongoing isolation. Isak is still training alone at Benton. Howe admits it's been not easy to talk to him, which is code for he's not interested in mending this. Manager admits persuasion has failed. Howe openly says that if he could have convinced Isak to play, that would have been resolved by now. This means Newcastle's attempts to reintegrate him have failed. Huge sign he's mentally gone. Transfer fee numbers getting specific. Mentions £150 million talk, but agents are suggesting that £130 million plus add-ons might be enough. That's the first time a lower threshold has been floated in print, possibly softening fans up for the "we had to sell" line. Because it's coming from agent chatter, the agents in in the industry suggesting they're hearing that they would take 130 plus add-ons. That could be an indicator to keep an eye on Fabrizio Romano, because he's the one that's closest to the agents with things like this. Keep an eye on him. There was a Mail Stand video on here the other day about the figures, but I can't remember what. Anyway, basically the journalist is saying, agent chat is saying that Newcastle would take 130 million plus add-ons, and Romano, you know what I'm saying. Listen to him maybe a little bit on that. No increased bid since August 1st. The £110 million bid is on record. Newcastle are basically saying, the number, come and meet it. This is more like haggling than a flat refusal. Ultimatum equals open door. No serious offer, no transfer. That's not for sale. That's make the serious offer and we'll do business. Image removal from the club shop. That's huge. That's massive, guys. You don't strip a player from marketing and shirt sales if you think they're going to be a big part of the season. Symbolically, they're moving on already. Head turned. Ryder bluntly says that was long before his head was turned by his agent. No attempt to deny it. Confirms this is a player actively seeking the move. Team morale taking a hit. Howe admits it's been unsettling and a distraction for the squad. The more it drags on, the more pressure on the club to remove the source of the disruption, therefore sell him. So, the verdict, this is easily the biggest hint yet that a Liverpool deal can happen, not just after the Newcastle fixture, but potentially very quickly once that date has passed. They're publicly negotiating through the press, floating a reduced figure and making sure fans are prepared for life without him. Liverpool will make another bid for him, but the latest from the Liverpool side of things is that they're waiting for maybe a little bit of encouragement, from Newcastle. I personally think there's a lot happening behind the scenes that we don't know, and a lot of this is being played out through these journalists, for the benefit of the fans maybe a little bit. I'd love to talk to you a little bit longer, but I got to go, guys. I really am pushed for time. Sorry if it's, I don't know, not as my usual standards. But that's basically what the article says. You might want to read the article and then see, the key takes from it or whatever. But I just wanted to tell you about the latest that's coming out of Newcastle. There might be something else as well, but I ain't got time for it at the moment. I'll touch base with you as soon as I can. All right, guys. If you found the video interesting or informative, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, there's a love art under the video. That's called a super thanks. And I always give a shout out to people that do that on my morning briefings on the other channel, Duncan Oldham channel. The link to that channel's in the video description. It also pops up on the screen anytime now. And I've got a morning briefing that's just about to go live on there. Right, I've got a dash, guys. See you in a bit. All right.